Okay, starting audio in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so what was I saying? Nothing yet. Okay. So we've already had this angle. I want to actually check, how different angles seem to be from here, maybe. I know this is not a good view, but I just want to get the water thing straight, correct. And I just want to show you what I do with the water here. Yeah, I think this is fine. So normally what I do is I just change the water and give them some food. That's what I do, a part of my daily activity. So the old water goes here to the plants. And I don't use the same glass though. I change the glass as well. Just keep it here for now. Okay, I'm running a little slow today, but I'm actually not in a hurry. So what happens is this water keeps flowing from down. I don't know if you can see it. I might have to lift up the glass and show it to you. Yeah. So if you can see, the water keeps dropping, drop by drop. And that's how I change the water. So it's kind of a hot day today. But I can just take this as another practice session, for myself. Because I know things are not yet perfect still. But I'm not waiting for the perfect moment, really. I just want to keep doing this so that I don't lose track of what I'm doing. Because although it seems like the same thing, but there is a lot to learn every time. I mean, because the setting is different. Setting as in the mind setting is a little different than what it generally is on a day-to-day basis. I should have gotten a tissue, now I'm sweating. But it's okay for now. So what I was evaluating and checking was that I'm actually very bad in making videos. But it's not like I want to be good in video making. Well, I sure do want to be a little better, and make some good standard moves of what I do. And that would just help me create more content, maybe, probably, and I can speed up the content pace a little by little. Not like I have to rush through everything. Although I'm in a rush, actually. You know, I need to stop saying, which is what I have been thinking as well. What I want to reach is just at a flowing, free flow of speech. If I get that free flow of speech, then I wouldn't really have to matter. I wouldn't really have to bother much about what my scripts are going to be like. Because what I want to do is just make some pointers that I can remember and elaborate, expand, make some detailed description of what I need to say. Just be a little mindful of some of the things that I have in mind. So I thought I would be playing some music today, but I think we should let it go for now. Because there is, some sort of matching up I need to do. And what I realize is that I probably need to stop talking in between the songs, So that would give me more space to not have to really edit the videos too much. Because if I stop the video, if I stop if I pause the audio and I speak something, then later on I will have to check which fraction of the exact second it was where I cut that track. So I don't want to be doing that matching right now. I just want to clip, join them, and just upload. That's what I want to do, because most of my other recordings would go on screen recording. So I wouldn't really have to worry about the audio too much. So the screen recording is where I will be setting the screen taps, over which I will be saying something. And that is a bit of a connection I need to make over there too, because I haven't really made any videos of that kind yet. But I want to get into making the first few videos of that sort, because many of my sound loops, happen to be of that category. And the main aim, of this channel is to get the music out, the music that I have composed, which I have made, bit by bit, not all of it. Not most of the tracks are not even complete, actually. So I was just wondering that the best move to do right now would be to make a video, to make many such videos, of one track each for one video, where I can elaborate and I can think of what to do with the track next. Because there's some nice loops which have that magical element that I was talking about. It gives you that dance feeling. And I'm a little about dance as well. Not a little, but I can groove in, and I like to just move along with the sound. And that just helps me be myself. From what I can understand about sound is that, it's sound energy. So any form of energy can be converted so all forms of energy can be converted into one form or the other. It's similar to some things that we learned, a long way back. It reminds me of me being in physics class. But these were never some of the things that I would have ever thought at that time. That time, that phase had its own element of experience. But what I want to find out now is what does this phase bring for me? Because this phase is an important phase. Probably things, that changes within the integration of my well-being and everything else attached to it, like my work, and about my past experience, about where I want to go. All of that can be documented. And if I follow a correct path of knowing what I want, and if I can lay it out for me to understand what I want, then I can probably achieve that in a shorter period than what I would have normally. Because currently, one thing for sure is that I'm moving at my own pace. I'm moving according to my own design as to how I need to, take my career and steer it to. It's not like I want to work somewhere. I consider this, as my work, which is just to be the best version of yourself. And the best version can only come out of you, if you're vigilant, awareness at its peak. Some of the things that I want to actually say would require me to look at some sort of a script so that I can remember which sentences to construct and which ideas I need to sequence one after the other. Because right now, it's such an open space that I can talk about anything. It's not like I have some certain topic I need to follow. But usually what I do is I want to come here and make some videos, talk about something. And this is one part of the terrace. We have an identical mirror image of this terrace on the other side over there. That side. I don't know if you can see it. But usually I like to hang out here in the mornings. In the evenings. Because the sun rises in the east that side and sets on the west this side. So I'm guessing north will be somewhere that side. That side probably. And south would be facing somewhere this side. But I don't know if that would be correct. I can just take out my compass and check it out. "15 minutes in the video is alright. Well, I have been making videos for some time, for a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks, I think. But I want to get back to making videos. More so than usual, actually. I want to make it happen every couple of hours and not have to wait a couple of days for the rendering and for the upload. I want to make it like a habit so that I can do it every day. Like as a part of a sequence into a connecting storyline, like we mentioned. But am I making progress? I mean, I don't really have that question to ask myself, but I can only understand after comparing it with a couple of prior videos that I have done from what I sound right now. But I know there are minor changes that are being made here and there in my speech, in my body language, maybe. I want to get into the expression part, but not very soon. As long as the audio quality is fine, I will be more than happy with the result. So I think I mentioned in the description of this channel that I have a second channel as well. And that's true. I do have a second channel, but I want to talk more about that channel in the future, because that is where I'll be shifting all this work to, and I will make this channel into something else. Because I need to organize my content, and that's the only way I thought it would be possible to make all the music related videos on one channel and keep other related information towards this channel. I think that would be quite apt decision to make. Usually with my free time, I need to start learning, or I am already actually doing it, but I need to be doing this more often. Because I don't know about the youngsters, I think, most of the times, what I would have to do, or what I would like to do if I was there, was just play some calibrating games, on the phone. Not some type of, puzzle games are fine, just to pass your time rather than to sit idle and think about, pointless things. I think it's better to just keep your mind moving, solve some puzzles, But what I was talking about is some sensor games that can make full use of the technology that we have and calibrate your phone and move your phone in order to whatever the app or the game calls for. Like those racing games are fine too, like how about pinball, moving a pinball here and there. But that is what I would have done if I was a youngster, or if I was, a student, or that would be 20 years ago from now. But right now, every minute is so important that whatever you decide seems to steer you towards that side. It's not like you have to maintain a daily routine of going to school or going to college. This is called the expressway, I would say. The expressway towards finding your own expression. Did that make sense? I just made that up right now. But I want to continue this talk downstairs, and I don't want to go over 30 minutes, but we are at 21 minutes, it's fine. Okay. So here you go, buddy. Until tomorrow. Today was actually a good day to play some music though, but I thought, why? And I also want to talk about, some of the birds I know, like personally, like literally. I know them by faces, you know, and it's not like I reached at this point all of a sudden. I mean, this took us a long time to reach where we are at right now. Like I literally know them by faces, and I know their personality by just the way they move, and all of the energy that is being transmitted and received by me through them, into me, into them. It all feels like a perfect balance of coordination. And I want to see where this goes because this really gets me the energy that I'm looking for. And hopefully, I make more sense of this in the near future because it always can be improved somewhere. We always make mistakes, but then the mistakes are there so that it can be corrected. There is no value of the correction if that mistake wasn't available, you know. But good job on the battery level. I haven't used that phone for like a week and it's still at 72%. Ah, I wonder if I'll be able to do a bike video soon. But there is a catch, there is a trick to making some auto videos, auto as in the automotive. You need to be very careful of those sounds that I would receive on the road. That'll be definitely very hard to take off the video. And just so that the video is more interesting, like what I've learned from many of the other vloggers and what I see other people do is that they voice it over, and it's very tricky that way because I don't think anybody can talk so much while they're riding or driving. So they're definitely voicing it out, you know, and they're minimizing the real time sound, although it's still present, but I don't think they're talking all the time. They're definitely voicing it over. And that's when I thought, can even I can do something like that? I mean, it's still somewhat real because I can still see something that I was thinking of and find a good background to attach it to. Because these are some of the things that I think about while I'm riding or while I'm driving. But not all the time am I able to record it. And even if I were to be able to record it, then, like I said, those external sound factors would still be present and it would be impossible to remove those sounds. So I'm voicing it over, which is a trick. And what all tricks can come up my sleeve? I will have to figure that out while I roll. But okay, currently we're out. So closing audio in 1, 2, 3. closing video in 1, 2.